Welcome to Great Day Live, everybody. On this Thursday, I feel like there's so much financial news in the headlines. Also, big news is, of course, that Mega Millions jackpot, which I think everybody wants to get their hands on. Mark Lamkin is here today to kind of dive into all the big financial news. But, of course, top of our minds is, are we going to win?
The lottery.
Are we going to win, Mark?
No, you're not going to win. But I bought a ticket anyway.
Of course you did.
So the good
what
news
are my
is,
chances? What is the total?
It's 1 in 303 million. So here's the deal. After taxes, you'd get 600 million. So in theory, you could buy the lottery, except it takes 5 years.
Buy the lottery.
Yeah, you buy 303 million tickets.
Yeah.
But it takes 5 years to print them out. And if somebody else wins, you lose 150 million.
You are
but
such a downer.
Here's the thing.
You're a downer.
No, you've got a better chance of being struck by a meteor or winning the U.S. presidency than winning this lottery. And I still bought a ticket.
Right? We could all dream. What would you do with the money?
Anything I wanted.
Oh. I'm going to buy an island.
Exactly.
And you're going to name it Lamkin Island.
Whatever I want.
Right?
But it's worth $2 a dream.
Right.
So I bought a ticket for the heck of it. It goes to scholarships and whatever. I couldn't help it.
We have a lot of people here at WHAS, of course, that have went in on tickets and things like that. Any advice you'd give us?
See Mark Lamkin.
For the legal advice like before, so we actually
don't cash the ticket. Seriously, don't cash the ticket before you get a regular lawyer and a tax lawyer, and you really want to be anonymous when you do this if you were to win it. So there's a couple things, but hey, there were $9 million tickets sold last night, so check your tickets. You never know.
All right, let's jump into what we were going to talk about, which is really important because, there has been a lot of big financial news. Of course, you had the Fed raise rates for the second time this year. A lot of these consumer reports are due today, which is kind of it kind of announces where we are with the health of the economy, and it's not expected to be really great news. So with all that, these are crazy times.
Yeah, the good news is the market's a 6 to 9 month forward-looking indicator, so it's priced in a mild recession.
Yeah.
And I give the analogy. It's almost like Mom said, wait till your dad gets home, you're going to get this spanking, and I had to wait that 2 hours, and it was just miserable waiting. It was worse than the spanking. Get to the mild recession, get it over with, and this market's going to be fine. We'll get the midterms out of the way. This is not 2007 and 8. This is not a break of the financial systems. This is the supply and demand's out of whack, but there's still some steps you can take to help yourself out.
Right. Let's jump into those steps there. Let's look at reality, right? Do you need to take a step back and go, am I on track?
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Think about our lives, Claudia. We've got some experience, and some of the bad decisions you made in your life, you made because you were emotional, right? I know I have. And so you are where you are. So it doesn't matter where that stock or bond was or mutual fund. The best tip I could give you right now is stop, take a break, look at it. If you wouldn't buy the same positions you have today in your portfolio, sell it. You don't want to own anything. You can come back. And second is, look, the best players in the world have a coach. Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, you name them. This is a time more than any time. Get a second opinion. Even if you're a do-it-yourselfer, there's no harm in that second opinion. Are you in the right sectors of the market? Do you have the right mix of bonds and stocks? How much do you need to earn? Revisit that financial plan now. And the other thing I'll say is, I know the markets are off, but if it's 2 years or less, you're going to need that money. You shouldn't have the money in the stock market anyway.
Right?
Literally.
If you're looking at retirement in a year,
it's scary, right? And so you've just got to take stock, look at what you're doing. You're rebalancing. You got to revisit that plan. And if you don't have a plan, now's the time to have someone like me or someone out there to have
Get some
a coach.
Professional advice.
Am I going to run out of money? Am I taking the right amount of risk? Am I in the right things?
Yeah.
Should I sell this, take the tax loss? 31 days later, buy it back. There's so many things you can do right now to plan.
What about a fiscal house model versus how brokers normally make allocations?
Yeah, if
what does that mean?
If your broker's one of those brokers that says, don't worry, the market always comes back. Historically, it has. That's not the answer I want to hear right now for somebody in their 50s and on. My fiscal house model is that foundation, walls, roof. So I'm taking a third, I'm keeping it very safe, a third moderate, and a third that full risk. In that way, when this market is where it is, I'll give you an example. My fiscal house model is only off about 5% for my aggressive investors. The market's off 20 to 30 this year. So fiscal house investing works, the style of investing works, but just get a second opinion. There's no harm in it because there's so many things that you could do right now while this market's down. Don't wait till it's up to start investing or make these changes. Do it now.
Probably this is the best, this is my favorite point, because I think it's probably, you'll agree, the most important is to reduce those expenses now. You got weird stuff that you're spending money on, it's time to stop that stuff,
if you don't,
right?
First of all, if you don't need it, don't buy it, right? We're in the market for a pontoon. I'm not buying it for a year from now because I think prices are coming down.
What do you need a pontoon boat for? How many boats do you have, Mark?
It's only 2, but who cares?
Oh my gosh.
So,
oh my gosh.
But seriously, go through
Mark,
the credit card.
Don't spend extra. Listen to me.
Have you been talking to Jennifer?
I've been talking to Jennifer. You do not need the pontoon boat.
I know. Think the grandkids might like it though one day. So anyway, go through the credit cards. If it's been proven, if it's less than $10. Psychologically, you'll keep it on your credit card. If it's $9.99, even if you use it, you don't keep it. Checking account, same way. But it adds up. Just think if you have 5 or 6 of those and put it in there. We talked to Starbucks Millionaire. If you're 18, Starbucks coffee, by the time you're 65, you add average 10%, it's $1 million.
Unreal.
Cut those expenses. Put off those purchases. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Pontoon. And buy that $2 lottery ticket. What the heck?
Exactly. That'll make everything that's going on feel a lot better. Mark, thanks so much.
Thank you.
So if you are interested in getting more information or scheduling your first visit with Mark Lamkin, head on over to lamkinwealth.com or give him a call at 690-6764.